Ego. Let's talk about the ego. When I was growing up and I was very interested in spirituality my whole life, the only thing I ever heard about the ego is that the ego is bad and you need to get rid of it. And if you want to be a spiritual person, then you should really not have an ego. It wasn't until I went to the monastery and I met my guru that he gave me a different perspective on the ego. He looked at the ego as our personality, and we all have a personality. Some personalities are more evolved and others are less evolved. But as long as we have preferences, we have a name, we have likes and we have dislikes, we have an ego, and we have a personality, and that personality is our ego. So he shared with me the perspective to take on the ego, which is to not to get rid of the ego, but rather to cultivate a positive ego, a positive personality. So to be someone who's kind, someone who can express empathy and compassion and love, to be an uplifting human being, to be someone who's seeking solutions, who treats everybody equally. That is a positive ego. So the goal on the spiritual path, at least from the philosophy that I subscribe to, is not to get rid of the ego, but rather to cultivate a positive ego. So this is something that you resonate with, then this is something I encourage you to do. From now on, rather than thinking about getting rid of the ego, think about cultivating a positive ego. How can I be a better version of myself, to be a little bit more humble, to be a little bit more kind, to be a little bit more gentle in my speech, in my thinking, and how I interact with people, to just be a better human where my behavioral patterns, my speech patterns, my thinking patterns results in upliftment for not only myself, but for everyone around me.